Hello, everybody. Today we are going to do a show. Landscape rainforest freshly landscaped. What about scene mode? In the form of rainforest steel. Make a scene. The scene this time is about the Buddha statue. And it has the feel of an ancient Buddha statue. So this time I had to use styrofoam. If it is on the facade glass. If you want to do styrofoam modeling, remember, be sure to fix a grid board first. Styrofoam is a kind of glue, it can't stick to glass. Even if it was stuck. It won't be long. He would literally fall off the glass. What about spraying styrofoam? You can make a few cuts on the styrofoam. Make it into a mountain stone for him. Remember to be messy. What about cutting the styrofoam? The more you focus on cutting him, the more rigid he cuts. You might as well try it. You can chat with your friends. Just go and cut him. If you cut it out, he will be much more natural. The shape of the cut styrofoam is random. In other words, what shape does the styrofoam take? All you have to do is cut it angular. That was all. If you want the whole scene to look ancient. If you choose sunken wood, you must choose sunken wood as thick as possible. Show its weight. His sense of age is also reflected. Ahead, I still made a small water area. It's inside. You can raise some small fish, shrimp and crabs. What about the nebulizer? I hid in this place behind the tree. I dug a hole. The greatest advantage of using styrofoam. You can shape it at will. Or if you have strong sculpting ability, you can carve one directly on the bubble glue. I think it's a waste of time to come to the Buddha statue. So I always buy Buddha pumps. I put it under the Buddha statue. So if there is a problem with the pump, pick up the statue. You can easily clean or replace the pump. What about when you release the glue shape at the back? I pulled the hooked crane on it very deep. Main purpose, just to be able to stuff some in. The water platform here is a key point. This is the deepest hole I've stepped on in years. That's your risk on styrofoam. This risk will not end well. As long as you don't lack water or light. He won't die. But the state of moss is sure to get more and more depressed. Because of the styrofoam. It can be said that there is no nutrition at all. Just light and moisture. Bring that little bit of nutrition. It can also support him and keep him alive. But in the end you will find this moss. He will grow very long. And as thin as hair. Of course this phenomenon, it may also be caused by insufficient light. Anyway, as long as he grows into hair, it must be either a lack of light or lack of nutrition. So I have to do a good job of bubble glue. There's a lot of water moss stuffed in it. How about this? At least give him the humus he continues to provide. And he moisturizes. And it's a very effective moisturizer. You're saying it kills two birds with one stone? No trouble. What about plants? I still mainly use green plants. After all, you are going into the mountains and forests. Everything you see is green. There are very few plants that are red and purple. Next comes the moss. What about the place on the back panel? Be sure to remember. Only the place where the water table is paved should be paved with some moss. There is no place for a water table. Just wrap your arms around the delivery glue. Occasionally it doesn't show anything at all. If you spread it all on the shipping glue. He didn't survive that moss in the end. What about sinking wood? Don't be full. As modeled as possible. Only modeled can he show a sense of vicissitudes. What about this sense of vicissitudes? Corresponds to the sense of age. Hey, he feels like a 1,000-year-old temple. Did some come out? Let's cooperate with another light. More or less with a little tone. But when we put the Buddha statue in hay, the aura is completely different. The feeling that Buddha gives people must be good. But what about this kind of goodness of the Buddha? It is the kind of goodness that will make all things in the world fear. So I personally think the aura brought by the Buddha statue, what all other statues can't do. I don't know if you are through the video. Can you feel the feeling of rain? This sense of tranquility is truly fascinating. Okay, that's it. Bye.